As we have seen before, we have that profit equals to revenues minus costs. Revenues are equal to price times quantity, and costs are equal to variable costs times quantity plus fixed costs. And as you can see in the title, we are going to deep dive into this from the perspective of a retailer business, selling products and commodities across the country, for example. And as we have seen also before, to increase revenues, we can increase the number of clients buying our products or services, we can increase the frequency of purchase, or finally, we can increase the average purchase value of our clients. Regarding costs, we have two types of costs. First, there are the variable costs, costs that vary according to the quantity produced or provided, and then we have the fixed costs, costs that don't vary with the quantity produced or sold, meaning that they are always there to be paid. That's the information that we need to start our work. Starting from the beginning, what can we do to increase the number of clients buying our products or services? When we ask this to ourselves, we are wondering how can we attract new customers, knowing that, in a simplified scenario, the people that aren't our customers yet are people that don't know us or are people that do know us but for some reason decided to not become our customers yet. For the ones that don't know us, we need to be known. We need to inform people about what we can offer, what are the advantages of our products and services, and what are the advantages of becoming our customers. But first, people need to know who we are in order to buy from us, or at least to have the will to do it. So, as a top mind strategy, you can always say, advertise, advertise, advertise. And it can be on the radio, or regional or national TV, or in the newspapers. It doesn't necessarily mean that we need to buy ad space or send people leaflets in order to get known. There are also other options. As you are selling a specific product or a specific type of product, you must first understand yourself what is the value proposition that you offer to your customer. You need to ask yourself, does it satisfy your customer need while other products don't? Does it satisfy it at a lower price than other solutions? Or does it satisfy much better than others? Or is the case that your post-sale assistant is much better than others? Do you have more market experience? Etc, etc, etc. I can place here several similar questions, but the goal is always the same: to understand what makes you really unique, really different from others, your true key selling point. Knowing this, you can be inventive in finding original, different ways to demonstrate your true uniqueness. Years ago, a hand-washing soap brand found a way to show the strength of its concentrated product, associating its brand with the biggest bean stew lunch in the world, being bean stew a really traditional Portuguese dish. In this event, they promised that they will need only 1 or 2 bottles to clean up all the dishes in the end. Being associated with this event, they helped Portugal to get the Guinness World Record, while they got an enormous media coverage not only in Portugal but also in other countries. It was so impactful that I still remember it today, and I can bet it was more than 20 years ago. Being inventive in a way you show your uniqueness attracts people attention, attracts media attention, and allows you to get known by potential customers. That's the spark. That's the magic key. On another note, going directly to the community is not the only way. You can also attract new customers within the community through an indirect way, and I will just give you some possibilities to do it. There are other ways to communicate your uniqueness for a big audience, without needing to be super creative or original. You can use something that we call public relations, where we reach to people that are influent within our target audience. People which opinion, image, or lifestyle sets an example for them, influencing directly our potential customers. We reach to those people, present them our products and services, trying to turn them into our customers. If we are able to do it, if we are able to have those influencers love our products, talk about our products, and even recommend them to the community, that will most probably land us a few more customers. That's why many brands use public figures, people of respect, or idols to communicate their products, hoping to sell more and catch for their own some of the credibility and influence that those people have on their audiences. But wait, there is more! You don't need to find the stars and heroes in your audience if you don't want to. You can use the already established stores and service providers across the country, other businesses that work on a complementary business, in a way that, when you help each other, your businesses grow together. Imagine an air conditioned company that makes a partnership with an assistant company to provide high quality post sale assistance to their customers. Imagine now a dishwasher company that makes a partnership with a company that sells dishwashing tablets. If there are more dishwashers in the market, bigger will be the need for dishwashing solutions. For example, they can partnership and recommend the use of that specific tablets, or even create a cross promotion in which the customer buying the dishwashers receives a 1-year-long quantity of tablets from that company. For 1 year, you get that customer using only your product. How good is that? Summing up, you can approach the potential partner, present your products and services, and work with them to establish win-win partnerships in order to make your business known and grow as your partner's business grows too. Besides the cross-promotion discussed before, you can also think about building a reward system based on recommendation, meaning that every time a new client comes to you recommended by your partner will be rewarded. How to do it? Simple. Deliver your partner something that will be unique and will represent your partner's signature. For example, you can give him a promotional code. Your partner gives the promotional code to their customers, and every time a new customer presents you that promotional code, that means that that client comes from him. Again, this is just bubbling ideas for your inspiration and creation. Is that all? No, it's not. We didn't talk yet about the most important piece of your business and of any business there is in the world, your customers. They can be a strategic piece in your road to attract new customers. They already know you, they know your products and services and its advantages. And, most important, they are trusted figures for people around them, for their friends, family, co-workers, etc. If they are happy with your products and they communicate that, there is no selling point stronger than that. That's the holy grail of recommendation. Again, there is much more that you can do with your customers. Here are some possibilities. For example, you can organize a challenge or contest that incentive your customers to include you and your products in their social media posts, where, in the end, they can get a really good and exclusive prize. Also, you can create a reward system similar to the one set up with your partners, rewarding your customers for bringing new customers to your business. Fresh ideas, new ideas to work on, new inputs for your business. I can almost bet that your imagination is already bubbling with ideas and stuff to do. It's okay if you decide to stop this video and start working on those ideas. It's okay. Come back when you're ready to think about increasing purchase frequency and increase the average value per purchase. Oh, you want to do it now? Okay. I see you're pumped up. Or maybe you're not convinced and you need to hear more before starting to work on it. Either way, let's continue. Shall we? Okay, until now we were thinking about ways to get known in order to get more customers. Before heading to the next step, I must say that you always have the option of opening a new store in a new location to get new and fresh customers. That's valid. It's a way to expand your business and attract more customers. Like you have learned in part 1, if it makes you earn more money than the one you spend with that, just do it. Heading back to our current topic, we are now done with people that don't know us. From now on, we are going to focus only on people that already know us and may know our products and services. Some of them are our customers, others are not. So the question is, how can we turn the last ones into new customers? My main tip and trick here is to create ways for them to at least try once our products and services. If they like it and are satisfied, they will come back. But if they never try it, they won't know if they like it or not. And that's true especially for non-durable products. that generate repetitive purchase and consumption. In order to let them at least try once, we need to make it easier for them to try and have a taste of what we can provide them. For example, creating a promotion in first purchases, targeting then new customers, can be a way to do it. As you are decreasing the price barrier, it's more likely that people will give you a chance, at least once. And to make sure we are only applying the promotion to new customers, you can request them their contact information to have a control checkpoint. Another way to get the same effect is through sampling. You can provide free sample to people, you can provide these samples on the events and fairs that your company attends, or you can send them to your partners and ask them to hand over to their customers, for example. Again, this works especially for non-durable products that we can call consumable products that disappear in the act of consumption. For durable products, it's different. You cannot exactly hand over free cars to make people buy more cars, right? It's stupid. However, there are other ways to make people have a taste of your products. As we are talking about cars, you can recall the option of a test drive. That's a way of sampling. Renting, it's also an option to make our customer taste your products, and then, in the end of the rental, you can give him or her the chance to buy that product at a smaller price. Other possibility that you have is to help the customer find the better solution for their problem. You can showcase your portfolio, showing them the different solutions that you have, and then helping them understand what fits best. In this process, you can start creating some trust with your potential customer, finding out other needs that they might have, and then, in the end, you can offer the best solution for their problems. Okay, we are done with new customers and attracting new ones. The ones that we have are already awesome. Are beautiful, amazing, and the soul of our business. Now we are going to focus all our attention, love, and soul on these because they deserve it. And of course, because they can make our business grow. How? Like we learned in part 1, they can make our business grow, increasing their purchase frequency and increasing the average purchase value. When we are talking about increased purchase frequency, we are talking about making a customer that buys our products once per year to buy it twice per year. We are talking about making a customer that comes to our store once per week to start coming twice, and so on and so on. So, the question is, what can we do to make our customers interested in buying from us more frequently? In short, we need to make our customers come more often to our physical or online stores, improving our chances of increasing their purchase frequency. Again, to use promotions is always a useful way to make customers pass by our store, attracted by the possibility of doing a good purchase and a good business. However, I need to warn you that, on my experience, despite promoting being a useful tool to generate sales, you need to understand that there is a limit to promotions, a limit that, if crossed, will start destroying your business value instead of increasing it. As it makes people become used to buy only under promotional schemes, that leads to sales at a lower price, destroying your value. So you need to be extra careful using this tool. If you start using it without a credible justification, customers will start to not believe that it is a real opportunity that they need to grab. One way to justify promotions is to annex them to special events or celebration, like Christmas, Black Friday, for example. This credibility helps sell the promotion. Instead of promoting, you can use innovation and cross-selling offers to create novelty and make customers come back to the store looking for these business opportunities and new solutions to satisfy their aware and non-aware needs. If your customers are happy and satisfied with you, they will be more available to try out new products and come more often to the store. Using limited edition products works very well. I'm thinking about those summer limited editions of ice cream, those fruits sorbet that are normally sold only in the summer. Or if we are in the winter, we can think about those chocolate-based flavors. Is it too obvious that I love ice cream? Yes, I do, I can't lie. And you don't need to have always a new product or a new type of the same product to increase frequency. Sometimes it's just presenting the products that you already have for a customer that only buys from you a specific product. If you are a company selling air conditioned systems, maybe you should present your customer that you also sell home heating solutions or that you also sell water heater systems. The idea here is to put next to your top selling product a product that you want to help out and improve its sales. The strength of your best seller helps the weaker brother to grow stronger and get more known. That's what we call cross-selling, an action that helps you having your customers buying more frequently than before. And all you have to do is to inform. Inform your customer of the products and services that you can provide. Inform them whenever you have a new product or an upgrade of your services. Inform. Simple as that. This leads me to another point. Post-sales. It's harder to measure its contribution to sales. However, evidence tells us about its importance. I'm talking about having a post-sale strategy or a post-sale services in order to keep an open communication channel with your customers. You can say that there isn't a direct cause effect on sales from having this, but evidence and successful businesses show us the importance of a customer care service and show us how crucial it is for customer retention. Learn from me and from top managers that is much cheaper to keep a customer than attract a new customer. Think about the costs regarding advertising, public relations, and other type of communication that are needed to get a new customer. Finally, keeping the communication channels wide open also helps the business to get feedback from the customers. It can help anticipate customers' unsolved needs that the business can satisfy before the competition. And finally, it can facilitate presenting new products and new opportunities to the existing customers. It's a win-win relationship. Of course, there is another strategy to increase the frequency of purchase. Gift cards, vouchers, we all know what they mean, so I'm not going to elaborate on that. Oof! It's being a long video, but at least I'm learning. Finally, we arrive to the last option. In the end, we have the basket. Yes, we have the basket, the shopping basket, the value that people spend in their purchase. It will be paradise on earth for us if every time that our customer visits us, they spend more money than on the last visit. That will be great because it would mean that our businesses would grow organically without the need of finding new customers, without the need of leaflets, no more ads on the radio, no more convincing to buy from us, to buy more time from us, no more. This should be in a country song, I will tell you that. So the question is, how can we increase the average purchase value of our customers? For this, we can borrow many ideas that we used before to foster purchase frequency. We can show new products to our customers when they come to the store, placing complementary products next to our top selling products. We can show them the other types of products that we sell, offering free samples or doing a cross-selling promotion, or even use promotions to seduce them to buy more, having a family-sized pack or an economic-sized pack, or even a bulk or refill solution. The only difference from these actions to the ones before is that here you already have the customer at the store. He is already buying you something, and now you want him to fat his purchase, to buy something more besides what he decided to buy. That's the difference. Another strategy that I would like to present to you is really similar to cross-selling, but the way of thinking behind is different. It's not about satisfying other customers' needs, but to do a price segmentation and targeting in the way that it's the customer that makes the price, showing us its availability to pay. Confusing? Let me illustrate it with some examples. You enter a car dealer wanting to buy a car. You find the car that you want, the brand that you want, the color that you want, and you are ready to take the car home. While you are signing the papers, the salesman can ask you if you would like to add a GPS to the car. It's very useful nowadays. He can show you a new sound system that can be added, and it is on promotion. or even offer the sport version of your car with turbo, new interiors, and more. This is what we can call a premium option, an upgrade of the standard product or service offered. In this case, the salesman is still selling a car, but now he's selling it with a premium option. On another note, for the product sold, you can also add a post-sale assistance service. For example, you can offer 2 years guarantee in the car bought, or in the dishwasher bought, or in the printer that you bought before. With this, you are putting a price into people's desire for security, a price that some people are willing to pay. Finally, to conclude, besides selling your standard products and services, you can start selling your expertise regarding your product, because you deal with your product every day and you have a lot of experience with that. For example, you can start educating your customers on understanding how to extract the maximum performance of your products. Educate them on driving spending the minimum of gas possible, or educate them on using their aircon consuming the less energy possible. That is a strategy highly valued when you're selling business to business, where your customer's goal is to generate more value and not directly satisfy a consumer's need. For revenues, that's it. I already gave you the basis of the thinking path behind possible strategies to make your revenues grow strongly. I gave you many examples for the different strategies, and I believe that there are enough sparks to fuel your imagination and creativity. You can do everything you want to do. So, let your imagination and creativity fly. Let them fly, my friend, let them fly. But what about the costs? We need to talk about the costs. Let's go talk about costs. To minimize costs, we have 3 possible paths. First, we can decrease our variable costs, or we can decrease the necessary quantity produced to reach the same quantity sold, or we can decrease our fixed costs. Let's explore each one of these paths in detail. First, the variable costs. To decrease our variable costs means to decrease the cost of production of each unit of our product, which means decrease the variable production cost of each product that we are selling. Remember that, in the case of a retailer, behind the variable cost of production, we have the cost of the goods sold, the costs with packing, and the costs with transportation for the customer or from the supplier, for example. We only have 2 ways to decrease these costs. First, we can negotiate a better price with our suppliers, or we can improve our production efficiency, improving our efficiency in the type of costs that we control, like transportation costs. Improve efficiency, it's something that only you have the information required to do it and evaluate this possibility. So, my only advice would be to hire a consultancy company that knows well your type of business, in order to evaluate if your cost is according to the market standards or if it's something that you really need to improve. On the price negotiation with your suppliers, I can tell you a little bit more. First, do a market research to understand if the price that you're paying is the market price or if you're paying above the market. If that's the case, you can go to your supplier asking for a price revision and negotiate terms with them. If the negotiation doesn't go your way, you can change for another supplier because you already found alternatives through the market research. Another way to negotiate prices with your supplier is to approach them with bigger purchases and ask for volume discounts. If your business is growing, if you have the room to stock, or if you can stock the raw materials without compromising their quality, then you have a saving opportunity. Again, just do it only if it allows you to earn more money than the money that you will need to spend. For example, if you get $1,000 discount with a bigger purchase, but then you have to pay $1,500 in the warehouse area to stock, maybe it doesn't worth it. Just be careful with this. Okay, we can close this topic. That's how you can decrease the variable production cost. And what about the quantity produced? Does it make any sense to look at this? Yes, it does. It does because quantity produced is not the same as quantity sold, and what makes money is quantity sold, not produced. In an ideal world, when God descends from heaven, the quantity produced will all turn into quantity sold. But we know that it's not true yet. There is waste. For example, final products that are damaged and become obsolete, not possible to sell, after not being sold for a certain period of time. Look to the car dealer. As the cars stay there longer, they will have less value, and in the end, nobody will want them. Old fashioned, outdated, useless for the customers. That's our waste. Measuring our waste, we can directly measure the saving opportunity that we are missing. In an ideal world, the quantity produced is equal to the quantity sold, and there is no waste. But there is waste, and nobody likes waste. You're no different because waste means extra cost, which means lower profits. Next. Now we're just missing fixed costs. Those bastards that are there, and that will always be there wherever the quantity and value sold by our business. Again, when God descends from heaven, all fixed costs will be gone. But until then, we need to deal with them. Regarding fixed costs, I only see two possibilities. First, we can work on improving our production efficiency, meaning that in order to decrease the weight of our fixed costs, we need to work on extracting more from the resources that we have available. Produce and sell more with the same machines that we have in the same area that we have. Produce and sell more with the people that we have working for us. And produce and sell more with the same amount of money that the banks are lending us. As previously mentioned, only you have the needed information to proceed on improving production and selling efficiency, extracting the maximum possible from the fixed resources at disposal. The only thing that I can tell you is to get advice from a reliable consultancy company that knows your business in order to validate if you are under market standards or not. The other option that I see is to find ways to turn fixed costs into variable costs. Instead of having a set of employees hired to do a specific job, you can outsource that service and have it only when you need it. Instead of buying machines or buying equipment for your business, you can rent it. You can rent machines, you can rent cars, etc. Maybe it will be a bit more expensive for your business because you will pay a fee for the rental, but it gives you the freedom to cut them down if revenues are not what you expected. It's an option that I give you. My friend, well, I believe I can already call you my friend because you have heard my voice for so much time now. Jesus Christ. Okay, as we have seen, here you have some options to help you minimize costs. I hope it helps.